we're going to get started here, actually. Really soon. Everybody's joining in. Team Rocket in blue, YouMyZero in orange, waiting on Law to get in. Deaton. Okay, everybody's in. We are good. Time for game number 1 of this Best of 5 series, round of 16. Team Rocket, YouMyZero should be nothing short of excellent. So far, pretty good offensive setup, and there's Doomsy right out of the gate, getting the opening goal for his team. Let's take a look at this on the replay.
Duty shot, yeah. Deaton, I mean, he missed stuff on the block, and Iron Tree just made him punish. Good job by Doomsy and Iron Tree to get that really good setup.
Yeah, so far, things looking very nice for Team Rocket. Good aggression out of the gate. Pretty good setups. Now, it's, you know, still early, of course, in the... Whoa, there goes Cole. Still very early here in the series for these two teams. And sometimes things can turn around in games 2 or 3 as they kind of get a feel for one another, figure out how they have to approach the game, especially for a team like YouMyZero, who is, for one, they're dealing with a team unit that they haven't played with. So that's going to be a big issue, and there's Doomsy again. While I'm trying to establish things, let's take a look at this shot. Comes hard off the corner. Nice little side swipe. Gets it past the defense and puts Team Rocket up 2-0 in this first round. So, very nice. It's looking pretty well in Team Rocket's hands right now. Definitely a lot that YouMyZero is going to have to adjust in order to remain competitive here, or at least get back into this game. There's a nice offensive setup for YouMyZero.
Unfortunately, Law did miss off on the ball, so he couldn't get there. But Deaton, with a pretty good shot, not going to get anything off of that as well.
Cole playing the high air ball. Nice little play by Linkaroo there to kind of cross-check Tree out of the way, make a touch on the ball, prevent something from being set up. Right now, there's a nice long-distance shot. Nobody in net to stop it. That is a shot that Cole is notorious for. So let's watch this one more time. Usually long distance from just about halfway, wide open net. Drills it into the upper left corner of the net. And now 3-0 with 3.5 minutes to play. It is pretty well in the hands of Team Rocket, but I certainly have seen games like this turn around. I know they dealt with a similar situation taking on Swarm in last week's ESL. They were up 3 and then dropped 3 goals straight to force an overtime. But that was Swarm. This is YouMyZero. Fairly different beasts.
Again, also with subs to YouMyZero. We'll see if they can come back from this one. Again, Law, Linkaroo, and Deaton. Lineup for YouMyZero. A little bit different from what we usually see with Andrew being a little bit out. Linkaroo trying to get a setup shot onto the goal. We do see Deaton get a good shot in, but not there. Got a good block, unfortunately, from Doomsy.
Yeah, definitely YouMyZero dealing with a little bit of a revised situation. You know, they've been playing with Deaton for quite a while now, so I don't think it's fair to call him much of a sub anymore. For several weeks they've been dealing with him, and there's a good shot by Deaton. Speaking of who, coming out big for YouMyZero. Nice little redirect off the wall there. Gets it past Tree. Tree was nearly in a position to make a play on that, but couldn't quite get the touch to deflect that out.
No, go for it.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, yeah, Deaton, pretty much a well-established member of this team by now, this squad. Law is certainly the wild card a bit. We have experience with Law from Team Epic. I've cast some games where he has played for his previous team, actually alongside I Am a Tree, Beyond Digital. So a couple former teammates meeting here. But that's bound to happen. Yeah, I mean, he's, like I said, a very solid defensive player. He also, when he needs to, can turn on the aggression offensively very well. So, it's going to be pretty good for YouMyZero. Yeah, they're a little bit down in this game so far, but just based off the changes I've seen already, it does look like they're starting to regroup a bit, get a little bit back on the right track, just sort of as far as their necessary approach here. So I'm feeling pretty good about YouMyZero. We'll just have to see what they can do.
Definitely, and with UC3 going to be setting up a ball. We were seeing they were there a little bit ago. Cole kind of went aggressive off the goal and didn't get punished from Team Rocket, so Team Rocket just going to be able to hold off right now. They're still on the defense. Doomsy going to try to clear out the ball. Nikuru gets a good setup shot, and we do see Lockthorn come in. A tree with the block, going to be able to get that one out. It's been 3-1 right now. YouMyZero a little bit down right now, but the Team Rocket going to go for the shot. Iron Tree going to get a setup shot. Cole going to try to get the cleanup, but the block coming up from Deaton.
Yeah, it's a very nice defensive play on both sides of the ball. Cole was trying to get in there and make the dunk on that. Oh, there's Doomsy, basically sealing the deal if the deal wasn't sealed already. So we can take a look at this. Plays it off the wall, gets a nice touch to float it over the defense, and a little redirect at the end there, just to make sure it goes in. So pretty much a solid win here for Team Rocket out of the gate. However, I mean, the play that I've seen out of YouMyZero just from the start of the game to now, I think is going to make the rest of these games much more competitive and definitely much more interesting to watch. So I think YouMyZero is not quite out of this yet. The scoreline is a little deceptive, but that's typical for Rocket League.
Agreed, and you said this before in the first part of the cast. You're just feeling out your opponent. Cole getting a beautiful shot up in the air, and you might want to feed some overconfidence. Sometimes we've seen Team Rocket be a little bit too aggressive sometimes, and we do get them caught. So it is a game of possession, game of wills, game of strengths. But we'll see if YouMyZero can come back to this one. Not this game specifically, 5-1, 8 seconds left, but maybe in the series later on.
Yeah, I think at this game it's pretty much said and done, so no need to play super hard trying to salvage this game, because it's just not going to happen, as you can tell. But there is still a lot of series left to go. So good first game for Team Rocket. And for YouMyZero, you know, like I said, scoreline a little deceptive here. This started off as a game that should go 5-1, but didn't really end that way. And I think that was just both teams taking those early minutes to kind of feel each other out, figure out how they wanted to approach the game, and doing so pretty well. And so Team Rocket now is probably going to have to up their game a little bit. If they go in playing the same way against YouMyZero, then they're going to have a bad time.
And that is going to be a problem, and we'll see if YouMyZero can clean it up. Team Rocket, on the other hand, play it solid, play it consistent, don't get over-aggressive. We'll see if that actually happens as we start this one off. Game number 2 on its way, and Nikuru going to get a good shot. Cole going to be able to get the good block from the first clinch.
So far, nothing too thrilling right now. A little bit of defensive exchanges, kind of playing the ball around midfield. Again, looking to set something big up here. Speaking of which, here's a nice bit of setup there for Team Rocket, but couldn't quite get the finish. Doomsy tried to get the dunk. Tree tries to get another finish there, but still nothing doing. Here comes Cole. They are getting so many chances, and yeah, that was bound to happen. I mean, just way too many opportunities were getting put on net here. They were so close to going in, and finally it just got squeezed out on the left side of the net for Cole to come in and get the finish that needed to happen. So
it was the repeat of game number 1. Very aggressive start, very solid finish for Team Rocket yet again, getting that first goal and drawing out the first blood, per se, into this one.
Yeah, so far so good. Now YouMyZero really needs to respond at this point. They certainly don't want to go down 2-0 too early in this game. I don't think they want to go down 2-0 at all, but especially not early. Great stops by Law there, however. Some really on-point offensive chances here for Team Rocket. Law has basically got to play superhero right now to keep this alive, and there's another shot. Just so many chances, and again, Doomsy with the big goal puts his team up 2-0. Still very early. Good shot off of a slightly bad clear. And Yeah, it's looking a little bit like a repeat of sorts from the first game, just based off how these teams are playing so far.
Yeah, Tree doing a pretty good job defending. Cold with a good deflection. It's still in the zone of Team Rocket. And we were talking about this, or I guess I will talk about this right now. Doomsy had a really solid ESL go for Rocket League number 7. Can he repeat his performance? He is the big scorer in the first game of this one. Let's see if he can actually keep it going. Cole going in for a really, really interesting clear. Good enough to get the bicycle kick out of there.
Yeah, Cole is notorious for kind of coming out of net, trying to get it the clears midfield. Usually a pretty good strategy just to prevent any kind of weird rebounds from getting in on net. Don't play it too close to the goal sometimes, but it can be risky. As far as Doomsy goes, yeah, he is always kind of been Team Rocket's big striker, especially in their current formation with Tree and Cole. And there's a nice wall shot, goes a little wide. Tree tries to get the finish, but no doing. So here comes Cole with another turnaround, and again the pressure's on for YouMyZero. But I think if Team Rocket's playing well, then Doomsy's going to play well. And there you have it again.
Shot after shot, Doomsy going in for the clear, and great setup by Cole. Just get enough touch for Doomsy to finish it up. Yet again, Doomsy being the star player for Team Rocket. This is kind of scary. YouMyZero needs an answer, and they need an answer soon.
Yeah, not a point in the game. You certainly don't want to go down by 3 halfway through. I think this is a little bit of both teams turning their game up. Obviously, YouMyZero looks a little better in terms of defensive play. Not so much on the offensive side of the ball. Not seeing a lot of big chances, but that is probably more due to Team Rocket just doing a great job of not only clearing the ball, but preventing YouMyZero from really doing anything. And there's goal number 4. I don't expect any major changes after what we're seeing here. He gets the pass off of Doomsy. Look at that touch. Puts it really tight into the lower left corner off of that pass from Doomsy. And there we have a 4-0 scoreline now, which probably will carry them into our game number 3 in just a couple minutes. But
yep. I mean, I do believe this is going to be 2-0 right now. Yes, the scoreboard might be a little wrong right now, but yes, it is 1-0 right now in favor of Team Rocket. So we'll get that kind of in there soon. Cole, on the other hand, wants to try to get another setup, but Linker hits a good shot. Not on goal, unfortunately, from that one. And, yeah, I mean, the aggression has been good, but now this is finally the chance for YouMyZero, albeit they are 4 goals down.
Yeah, I mean, it's still, you know, until they're completely gone, it's not too late, but it is a bit risky. You know, we did see some good aggression coming out of YouMyZero just a few moments ago, a few pretty solid opportunities on the offensive side of the ball, but still nothing that really tells me that they're going to be able to turn this entire series around. Oh, nearly a goal there, though.
Cole with a good block log and a good shot. Doomsy going to be able to block it off. He's actually getting a good dribble. Cole's in the area, but I don't think they're going to get a good setup. And right when I say that, Cole almost goes in for a shot. He doesn't want to take it.
Yeah, that was actually a
miscommunication, I think.
Well, a little bit of a redirect, too, by Linkuru. I think Cole was coming in to try to play that rebound off the wall that Doomsy had. But Linkuru got a little bit of contact on it, kind of disrupted the flow of that play a bit. Maybe a little hesitation. That is something that Team Rocket has been guilty of in the past. On both sides of the ball, hesitation is probably your worst enemy sometimes in this game. Cole with a good clear, though. And Law is going to have to make a play on it. But yeah, right now, Team Rocket knows they have a secure lead here. They're going to continue their same approach to the game as they always do. Oh, and there's a nice touch by Doomsy. Law has to make a little last-second touch to redirect it out of harm's way. And I think we're pretty much done here. Game number 2 will indeed go to Team Rocket. There we go. So scoreboard updated.
No problem. Yeah, I don't know how YouMyZero is going to really answer. They're playing on the defensive. That's like the biggest thing, and the possession has been pretty much all Team Rocket all the time. But YouMyZero, when they did score, was pretty scrappy. Don't know about this one. We'll see how YouMyZero can try to come back from this, but looks like it's going to be a clean sweep, at least for now. Team Rocket's still on the board.
Yeah, this is pretty securely in Team Rocket's handle right now, in Team Rocket's bag right now. They just have been making very solid, regular offensive chances on the ball. Their defense has been on point. They had a clean sheet in the last game, but now we're in game number 3, and it'll be interesting to see if YouMyZero can regroup at all, maybe make the game a little closer. But I mean, right now, just so much solid ball control. The chances that are being set up by Team Rocket are so much better than what we're getting out of YouMyZero. A little bit of a weird kind of disruption there, I think, on that previous play. But still, it's looking pretty good. Even if the first goal comes a little later than it has the past couple games, doesn't necessarily mean you can really rule YouMyZero back into this until they start turning things around much more significantly than they have been.
For now, the possession has been pretty even. Deaton trying to get a good shot, but we did see a almost goal come and happen for Team Rocket, so still Team Rocket's time. We can still clean it up, but right now, possessed onto the blue side. I just want to see that. It's now Team Rocket on the offensive yet again.
Yeah, I mean, if I would talk in terms of quality of possession, you know, time might be fairly even, but the quality of possession certainly has been better for Team Rocket in terms of chances here. And there's another long-distance shot, and Cole, I think, is going to get credit for that. Let's try and see what exactly happened here. I think, yeah, Tree makes the actual shot. It goes rebounding off Cole, gets redirected into the lower corner of the goal. A little hard to follow that one, just a bit of a fun time. But, yeah, so scoring opens a lot later than it did previously. So now it's up to YouMyZero once again. They're going to have to knot this thing up. They have to put something on the board. And a lot of that's going to start by putting together some very nice offensive chances. Because they've had the ball. There's Cole again. Playing this one high off the wall. Little slow moving goal. Just sort of redirects it. Really no way to stop it. So, not seeing anything too surprising out of either team right now. And jeez.
Wow.
Before we get a chance to breathe, here comes Doomsy. Off the kickoff, gets a great shot on net, catches his own rebound
And then scores
very
the
easily.
goal. Yeah. This is just a collapse, I believe. YouMyZero, I think they're beaten out right now. 3-0, 3 minutes left, or 2 minutes left almost right now. And Linkaroo is going to try his hardest to try to put some possession on the ball, but Doomsy, Iron Tree, putting on this strike. They're on the offensive. We'll see if they can keep it going. Oh, open net, and we do see a shot coming in from Iron Tree on his own goal. But it's going to be able to clear it out for now.
And actually a pretty smart play there by Tree. Looked like a shot on his own goal, but he was putting it toward the corner. At least that way, he kind of prevents YouMyZero from making any kind of solid shot on goal. Ticks it deep into the corner, so they have to actually try and set something up. And there's a little floater, and the game keeps going for Team Rocket. There's another touch. Tree plays it up high, gets his own rebound for a very clean finish.
That was a really interesting play coming from Doomsy and then Tree. Doomsy got a great pass off from the top, and he knew where Tree was going to go predictably. So that was a really amazing play, actually. And Tree is going to try to get the hat trick. Can't finish it up on the goal.
Yeah, that one was a little trickier. They couldn't quite get the right angle to get another goal up on the board, a fifth goal so soon. But, yeah, I mean, you know, the thing is, YouMyZero is going to have a very difficult challenge in facing Team Rocket anyway. You know, not only is this a full-strength, full-power, very hungry Team Rocket squad right now, but YouMyZero basically has to sub out one of their key components in Andrew. And despite the talents that Law has, you know, there's a very good team dynamic with Linkaroo and Andrew. that isn't present in this setup just due to the nature of the game. So that's a big struggle they have to try to deal with, and when you're dealing it against one of the absolute top teams in Europe, it gets really hard. So I will say it's been a very good run for YouMyZero, especially with this, you know, slightly pieced together version of their team, with the substitutes and everything. But they're going to have to come back, hopefully when they get, you know, if they keep playing even with La or with anybody, then that's great. But I think when they come back full strength with Andoru, maybe even bringing Casey Lucky back into the mix, but even with Deaton, that's a pretty solid team. So, no problems there. But I think once all that comes together, they're going to be a little more formidable of a squad to deal with, as we saw in the previous tournament they played in with Gfinity, where they came in second place to Flipside Tactics. So
I will redeem to going in there. Just getting a cute little goal. I mean, Tree did want to get his hat trick, but Doomsday said nope. It means to be able to score that goal. But overall, I mean, I agree. YouMyZero, they're up and down. They've been switching it out sometimes with the roster. But the biggest thing is team cohesion, team coordination. It's very, very important to have, I mean, games in general just to play. So it'll be cool to see if Vault does stick around. Probably not going to happen. We'll see. But it's really the team cohesion. That's something that you definitely see in Team Rocket, and you can't really see right now from YouMyZero.
Yeah, not their usual squad, and Team Rocket has just been... I mean, when it comes to teamwork in Rocket League, that's kind of their forte. And I will say that with absolute certainty. But there you have it. Clean sweep for Team Rocket.